Hi, my name is Björn Lundberg. Well, in this video I'm gonna present to you what I have come to the conclusions that we are now in the biggest paradigm shift ever in humanity's history and evolution, and how this ties into my own and our own journey in how we live in this world and how we take care of ourselves and our body. So it's literally how we say goodbye to the old, which is, you see a line here in the middle, and this side is the old ways, and how we said goodbye to all of these old ways of thinking and being, and we welcome the new. How we walk over, change our perception of how life is, and move over to this new paradigm, this new way of living, this higher consciousness. So it's a preparation ahead. This transformation is about understanding, both sides of this line, this paradigm shift, and how we have a lot of old programs that we've been programmed from the very beginning of our life, and through our whole life we have so many programs that many we are aware of, and many we are not aware of. They are in our unconsciousness. So we need to see and understand those who are not beneficial for us anymore, and slowly over this summer you decide yourself how many of those old programs that are not beneficial for you and your body and your life to slowly let go of, and find new ways, new better solutions to take care of yourself and your body. So we come into this world and we're giving this body, we are the light being, the soul, who come into the body a few weeks into the pregnancy. And when we come out to this world, we're giving a lot of vaccines, programs, everything that belongs to the old world. And now in the new world, we're going to learn, because nobody gave us an owner's manual to how this body works, this piece of just amazing, this avatar that is just beyond our understanding in this old world. In this new world, we start to understand a lot of it, and that's what my journey has been all about. So we need to understand the immune system, energy, and how to open the body up so it's loose and nice, and everything is aligned in the places they should be. So we're going to talk about three bodies, our three bodies. The first body is the physical body, all the flesh, everything inside, everything, muscles, ligaments, and all the organs, including the brain, the mind. The second is our skeleton, because if we don't have a good structure, which is the fundamental part of us, if it's crooked or bent in some fashion, which everybody has a bent and crooked skeleton, we won't have the physical part. It will hang on that not so well prepared structure. So think of yourself as a tree or a nice house. We need to have the fundamental part first. The third body, that is us, that is the soul. And depending on how well we feel and how happy and are connected to source energy we are, the more or less light we send out. So this journey is about how we crank up this energy. And if you look at this symbol in the back, It's a very famous symbol with the 7 chakras coming up to here, where we are in a perfect alignment and our angel wings are on. So that's the metaphysical part. And we're gonna talk about both the physical world and the metaphysical world, which is the spiritual world. To understand the spiritual is everything. In this old world, we don't include spirit. We fight among ourselves which religion is right and all the others are wrong. In this new world, all religions are now in peace with each other, that we actually have talked about the same source all the time, which is the spiritual part of life, us, the light being inside. So the more we, the soul, can connect with spirit, the source, the more our chakra system, we talk about the chakras here to just make it easy to have something to build on. Imagine yourself, your 7 chakras as lights, and each light can go from 0 to 100%. Most of humanity's light inside are dimmed, and in this old world there are so many things in life that dims our chakras. So we need to talk about this. Why is there so much dimming of our light? And in this new world, we're going to do everything to help that, to crank it up, so you can shine your light and be your full expression of yourself. So, okay, so in this old world, everything is built upon force. We force everything to happen. We work ourselves to death, and it's built on debt in the economic system, forcing us to work over our limits. So now we're dimmed in our light because we don't get to recuperate, and the daily routines is so hard on our system, so we can't keep our light on 100% all the time. Or like we're going to talk about here, the zone of our full potential, which is, if you look at it, to be in a nice wave, in a waveform. So we go between 7 and 10. That's the journey we're going to go on. So we bump up all the lower energies. We get rid of all the old lower energies, which is keeping us less than a 7. And we go into this new paradigm where all the lights will be slowly and surely, as we progress during these weeks, we're going to slowly and surely bump that up, crank that up, that light. So in all our system, it will be at least a 7 and maybe all the way up to a 10, our full expression. And that is also something that varies day to day in our energy, how well we slept, our food, our training, all of it matters. So it's a journey to understand, to come to what's called equilibrium, where everything is balanced in perfection. And that is a zone where you have a lot of give. So it's most important to understand that we, the driver inside, need to be upgraded. Because in this old system, we are not fine-tuned. We are a little bit barbaric in our way of taking care of ourselves and our body. In this new world, in this new timeline where we are now entering, we're going to be more and more divine. The divine inside wants to come out. And we've been held back in this old barbaric system for so long. And now it's time to not break free, to actually liberate ourselves. To liberate ourselves is now happening on a grand scale all over the world. The old system is falling apart. They try to censor us in 1,000 ways, but there is millions of ways that are opening up. So it's just a matter of time before this shift will happen on an epic scale, and it will be out in our normal media. But before that happens, each and every one of us need to learn how we do it to this or during this last phase of the dark age. During this last phase of this dark age, they will try to get us in every way. And one of the big ways is, of course, now the virus, and how advanced that is yet to be understood. But the first wave of it, as we have now come to the conclusion, was only targeting those with a weak immune system. The second wave, which is coming, might be a whole nother virus that they are implementing. So now it's really high time to understand how we crank up our power and our immune system to our full potential. So we belong to those who survive this time and can be part of this new age, which is just on our doorstep. So to understand this on a deeper level is to understand that it's all comes down to how well we are in tuned with love, how we are fine-tuning ourselves not to be so hard on ourselves and our bodies and personal relationships, but actually be more fine-tuned, which is this fantastic understanding of the spiritual part of ourselves. To be more in tune with spirit, in contact with spirit at all time, which is helping us to be more one with our body and one with ourselves and one with Source. Then when we meet each other, we can help each other to be even more in Source energy. Synchronicity and magical synchronistic events in many ways start to happen in our lives when we are synchronized. Our body is in tuned, our energy is high, and we just feel fantastic. And that's basically comes down to what my journey is all about. I love to feel fantastic. And if you take down that word to a more simple word, I like to feel good. So if we have a scale, to feel good is the new fundamental low, right? And then we can start to feel better and better, up to great, up to fantastic, and all the way up to enlightened and bliss, the bliss states. So all this range of positive, amazing feelings is what we are entering in this new era, this new world. And for that, we need to understand the spiritual part of how we connect with ourselves and our body and spirit, and how we think, what we eat, what we don't eat, how we train, how we take care of our body, because the body needs to be taken care of in a whole new fashion. And all of us who has been diving into yoga and meditation, qigong, tai chi, and the healing arts, we know this. We are millions of people now who are have tapped into this knowledge. For some it's still new, for some we start to become really good at it, and for the most part, most of humanity, they're still on this old programming, this old system of eating and the old harsh habits. So my journey, which I now are inviting you to, is about how to let go of all that harshness, all that thinking that, like, for instance, every sport. Every sport is still on that side. It's still no pain, no gain thinking. You have to do it so hard. So it's actually, if you look at it as your body is a horse, you whip your horse until it's almost dead, and that is a good workout. If you're in a professional level, that is the professional life until very early, young age. You're done in your sport. 30 to 40 years of age, that's it. And now you, for the rest of your life, you're gonna be in a body that is damaged in so many ways, so you might never recuperate from that. So we're gonna start with healing. We're gonna start with a body scan, so we see where our start position is, and we're gonna go through 13 yin and yang movements. There are 3 fundamental yin and yang movements, there are 5 optimal, and there are 5 ultimate. And I'm gonna share with you how I have found these, and how I have found that when you do these and you check yourself, you have a feeling inside of yourself that your body is blocked and it's hurting, and you do them over and over again until you pop, you come over that point. So now I start to feel good. That's a 7. So we're gonna go in each exercise or movement until we get over that fantastic limit of a 7. And then we go into that zone between a 7 and a 10 in how it feels, how you can do it, how well you can do it, and how well it looks. So prepare yourself. This is the most epic time in humanity's history, and now it's time to start to take care of our body in a masterful way. So this journey is about how we master our body, how we become one with our body. So body mastery is something that includes, it's a holistic thinking, how we include everything in this, and how we learn to take care of our body through this lifetime, so we can live on a higher scale of health and fitness, and enjoy life. So next video we gonna dive into the how. So there will be actually many next videos that is part of the preparation for the journey ahead. There will be body scan, there will be also how we do this paradigm shift in the gym. I love the gym, so for all of you who also love the gym, there will be a whole new way of training in the gym. The old way of training in the gym is where you see every gym, wherever you go, there is this old way, which is still, the only way basically. And the new way is more a yogic way of training in the gym, using the weights to help us open up the body and strengthen it in a whole new, much nicer way. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talk to you again soon in the next video. Take care.